Hello, everybody. Welcome. Tonight, we've got our Q&A. Hang on one sec. I want to just make sure my volume is down and up. How is everybody?
A nice crowd already.
I know. I was thinking, I was busy getting set up earlier. I didn't mention it to you, Harlow, but I'm thinking I wanted to start with a little meditation tonight, just like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I feel like it's been super stressful and just a lot. So before we start, you'll see the QR code up there in the corner. That's for our Patreon. You can just scan it. You can join for our 7-day free trial if you're new. Right after this, we're going to be live over there. Harlow, what is it that we're doing tonight?
We're starting on some haunted locations. We're going to be doing Waverly Hills and Gillingham Castle.
Okay, so big night. Big night. That'll be over on Patreon. And then Thursday night, we'll be back on Patreon. We're basically live Tuesday and Thursday nights. Yeah. We're looking at haunted locations that you guys request and or videos. We're answering questions. We're just always doing something. We just had an incredible alien extravaganza. Yeah. Cryptids, Bigfoot, bunch of other random cryptids that I'd never heard of. So a lot of really fun stuff is over there. Hi, you guys. How is everybody? Hi, Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, it's been a while.
All right. So before we get started, let's just do 2 minutes real quick. Let's just center ourselves, closing the eyes. Let's do 3 releasing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. So before we start this evening, let's just ground ourselves, release the day, just find a sense of comfort, groundedness, present. Relax the shoulders. Wiggle the fingers and the toes to make sure they're not tense. Relax the eyes, the forehead, the cheekbones, the jaw. And then just notice the breath. Notice if it's deep, shallow. And then if you need to slow the breath down, just gently do so. If you feel like you want to deepen your breath, gently do so. And then place the right hand over the belly and just connect the breath in the belly. Just become aware of how they move together. Make sure the belly is at ease. It's not tense. It's not pulled in tight. Let that belly expand with the breath. Let that belly be flexible, pliable, at ease. Just be here for a moment and breathe. And then when you're ready, open the eyes. And join me tonight with your intuition. If you feel anything, tell us in the comments. If you see anything, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, any more white flashes of light, let us know.
Yeah, we had a pretty extraordinary incident when we were discussing aliens. It's over on our Patreon page. It's under the free section. And by the way, for those that follow us on the free tier, I created a collections for you guys. So almost everything, we've posted a lot of free stuff in there.
Yeah.
So almost everything is in there, but I'm working on that. Where there is a flash of light, so there is a flash of light. Do you happen to have that video accessible?
No, I don't.
Hold on. I want to see if I can share my screen. I can pull it up because it was pretty recent. But what was interesting is my mom actually was noticing, she was listening to some other mediums and they were talking about flashes of light that were happening. And she texted me and she was like, did you look into this more? And I was like, I haven't heard that it was like a sort of problem, not a problem, but something happening to multiple people. But she said, I guess flashes of light have been going on lately. So I'm going to try and share my screen, which I think I can do here.
Plus, I didn't even think to look into it because more happened afterward that made it make sense. So I didn't really feel a need to look into it.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't think to look into it either. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, like I didn't save this because it was like, I don't know. Okay, so it's this video.
Whoa, what just happened?
Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, it's not even like you have to look for the light.
No,
it's so bright.
It's in your face, and it fills the whole screen.
Watch again. It's playing. I just muted it. I mean,
it reminded me of like flash photography from paparazzi or something. It was just so huge.
It was so huge. And so, of course, like I immediately look and I mean, my first reaction was, oh, one of my lights must have gone out because I have two big lights that I use. One of them must have gone out or would be blinking at that point or something. Nothing. And then I thought, okay, well then maybe I have two computer screens up. Maybe it was coming from my one computer. It had my initial response was it came from something in the room. Like it definitely did. Even though what I was looking up was this video that someone claims is video of alien beings, right? And so I was looking for it while we were live on Patreon to show everybody. And that's when that happened. Mm-hmm. And there was literally nothing nothing in here that did it. And so it was really, wow. I was just like, and that stuff doesn't happen all the time.
No.
For me. Like that's not a regular occurrence for me. So that was just incredible, to say the least.
It was.
We've got some questions tonight. Right. Some good ones. Hi, everybody. All right. Harlow, if you want to get started, I'm having a hot flash. I got to turn this fan on.
Do you want to start in any particular order?
No, whatever works for you. I don't mind.
All right. I'm going to start with Serena then, since she's at the top of my list.
Okay.
All right. Serena says, I've heard the idea that we might map out our parts of our lives, including hardships or even how we pass. My mom's passing has always made me question that. It happened around 1 a.m. on her birthday. She had a DNR in place, but was revived anyway, and we ultimately had to take her off life support 5 days later. The timing and circumstances have always felt strange to me. It makes me wonder if our life paths are planned in some way. How does that actually work? For example, if someone were meant to pass from something like colon cancer, does the body create that at a certain point? Are we predisposed from birth? I've never been able to wrap my head around that.
Well, that's an easy question. I'm glad you started with the hardest question possible. And honestly, when I put those together, I purposely didn't put that one at number one because I was like, I need to like work my way up to that one. And
that
so
was the first one you sent me.
when I was like, oh, I thought I reversed it.
Nope. It was at the top of the list.
Oh, that's weird because I remember purposely adjusting that one. Hold on, I'm looking at mine. Maybe I just adjusted. The reason for that is because, yeah, I adjusted it. I must have just did it on mine. That's crazy.
I copied and pasted it.
Okay, so first off, we're 50-50 co-creators. So there is going to be some aspect of your life that is predetermined that there's nothing you can do about other than how you react and respond to it. And then there's going to be this other 50% of your life that you have control over. So let's say if we talk about, are we predestined with something like colon cancer? Let me see. I have my thoughts, but let me just make sure I say it clearly. So it is possible to change our life path. There are some things that we can change, and there are some instances where we can shift our ultimate, destination of death. But for most of us, we won't know or understand that we have that capability. Because when we are not consciously connected to our higher selves every day, we're going to miss these moments of choice. Asking if we are predestined, there isn't a yes or no answer, because for everybody that means something different. You can come in with a set of DNA. You can come in with a set of karmic life choices, life experiences. But as you move down your path, as you move through your evolution, as you raise or not raise your consciousness, this life path will shift and change and adjust. And in many ways, none of us know the ultimate answer to what will ultimately be our demise, what will ultimately take our life. Because for each one of us, it's different and it can change. And how we interpret that experience is going to depend on how connected you are to your intuition and your ability to see what's forthcoming. If the question is, was my mom destined to this disease? Was my mom destined to pass from this disease? Was that inevitable? Well, if we look at your mom's choices while she was in body, for her, yes. Certain choices were made, certain choices weren't made. Asking if it could have been prevented is almost a question that isn't appropriate to ask, because could it have been prevented is a question for mom. And it's a question that only mom could have asked her higher self when looking at her past, present, and future lives, what they brought, what they taught. And even people who are capable of doing that, it doesn't mean it extends their life. It means they understand their life path and what they have control over and what they don't have control over. Everything is deeply nuanced. It isn't black and white. And we want black and white answers because it makes us feel safer, more in control. This was, you said, Serena's question?
Yes.
Serena, are you in the comments? Did I touch on what she asked, or did I veer off?
I think you pretty much got it.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Let's keep rolling.
All right. I have Crystal next.
It's totally fine. Mine is obviously different than yours. And then you did ask, you're like, do you have somewhere you'd like me to start? I was like, no, anything works. And then it was like, hold on, except for it's fine. I'm good. I got it.
Okay. Crystal writes, I've experienced strange things that happened to me all my life. I wasn't aware what it was, and I'm still not sure. Things got strange when my family and I moved to an apartment. It started with nightmares, then noises. I had steps, and they would walk on the steps a lot. Then my family became depressed, and we argued all the time. I had so much anger. I don't live there anymore. My daughter and I still feel haunted at times. I don't see a specific question, but just basically just wondering, I guess, what was going on and if it's still affecting them.
You know what? I never heard back from Crystal, and I thought I had pictures of her place, but it looks like she didn't get back to me. Let's see. So let me do this. I have a lot of C names tonight, and I got pretty confused. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll jump Crystals. We'll save it for next one because she can get me pictures. Okay. And let's go to the next one.
Okay, this is someone we call Anonymous.
Okay.
During my studies, while actively learning spirituality and healing, I saw something. One day, it was late at night, and I was about to go to sleep. Then at the end of my bed, right behind my feet, I saw a shape of light. It was bright, a yellow color, if I remember correctly, not big, just about 30 centimeters high. It had no form at all. It was constantly changing shape like a blob without any body parts. I was watching it happily for some 3 to 5 minutes until it disappeared. What was it? No pressure.
Totally. For some reason, it reminded me of like Jeopardy, and I was waiting for the clock to go. What was it? Let's see. Hang on, I'm looking at the picture she sent me.
Bright yellow color, a blob in her bedroom. But as she was looking at it happily, for obviously it didn't scare her, so it's interesting.
Do you feel something?
No, it didn't. I don't feel anything bad from it, and especially just reading her words, the way she's talking about it. When you say happily, that's pretty definite.
So let's start with this. It's a reflection of you to a certain degree. And it's a reflection of you. That's weird. Uh, I I would bet that you have had dreams. I'm being told you've had dreams of your future self, and there is a future life that you lived, an alien group specific, and their makeup is similar to the your makeup now, meaning your skin tone, your hair color, and there's hints of red, hints of blue, and it's a reflection. Like, it's weird because it's like they're saying it's your it's this ball of light is actually your your consciousness of who you were in this future life coming forward. And even though this future life was with an alien group, the emphasis really isn't on the alien group. I know that. I mean, I'm sure you're going to want to know about more about them, but the emphasis isn't on them as much as the emphasis is on you seeing that future self. And there's a reason why you saw that future self, and that's work that you have to do to determine what is it that you are being asked to know about yourself and apply to this life. That's work that you do through the 5 steps of consciousness, your meditation, and you will understand why this reflection of your future self came forward. The alien group, it feels strange because it's about to get even weirder. I think it's humans from like the 300,000, like 2025, but 3025. I don't think it's an alien, because I keep saying alien because it feels like a more evolved species. And I ask who they are, and I'm just like, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, those aren't aliens. Those are humans from 3025. So it's like your humans. It's not like, it's your consciousness showing itself from the future, from 3025. So, and we're very evolved in that time. And obviously you will be coming back into body, and yeah. Did anyone follow that?
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense too, because she saw this while she was learning spirituality and practicing healing, and so she was on that course anyway.
Oh, thank you. All right, there we go. That was a lot. That was a trip.
It makes sense, because if it's someone that's higher evolved, you're going to think it's an alien. You don't think of humans. So I totally get it.
Oh, we hate humans. Okay, yes.
It's only the truth.
Good question.
Yeah.
Good experience. Okay, good to know humans are around in 3025 and we're more evolved.
Yes, that's hopeful.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean we won't destroy ourselves before then, because isn't that like 100 years from now?
Shh.
Just stay with the positive.
Don't blow it for us, Mary.
Totally. Okay.
All right. Next, I have America. America says, I have ring cameras in and around my home. I have a lot of orb activity in my house. I have several dogs, but one is more sensitive than the others, and she sleeps with me. She used to wake me up frequently between 2 and 4 a.m. with anxiety. I finally had to take her to the vet and get her on Xanax for her anxiety at night because I wasn't getting any sleep. I used to play relaxing music to try and calm her, which is what I was trying to do towards the end of the video we're going to see. I didn't know why the sound is messed up on the video. It was quiet in the room. I can turn on the camera in my room any night and there will be orbs. The orbs don't bother me. I have had other things happen in the house, but not recently. Once my cell phone made a 3-minute call by itself to White Sands National Park on speaker at 3 a.m., and it woke me up. The phone was on my nightstand several feet away from me, so I hadn't touched it. The alarm system in the house that was never activated or in use went off 3 nights in a row around 2 to 3 a.m. till I ripped the alarm panel out of the wall. I yelled to whatever was in the house to stop it. The first day I walked in the house after the closing, I was the only person in the house, and the AC wasn't on and everything was closed. A door slammed upstairs. I went upstairs and all the closet doors and bedroom doors were open. I'm not scared here. I guess I'm just wondering if this is just part of the house, or is this energy attracted here because of me? Did it come here with me? I've had experiences with spiritual entities since I was around 9 or 10. This is the village of Northumberland, England, is home to one of the most haunted castles. This is the second house I've owned, and it had a lot of activity in my old house too.
That was weird.
Did that happen by itself?
Yeah. Okay, she's having a lot of activity. In other words, she's having a lot of activity and we're all starting to feel it. Okay.
And so the Chillingham Castle pops up by itself.
Okay, that was really weird. We're gonna revisit this. Okay, so let me
That's a lot.
Today is a strange day. Okay, so let's see. Let me look. What is happening? Oh my God. I'm just gonna go through the comments for a sec. And we did a meditation.
I know. Can you imagine if we didn't do that first?
Okay, lots of questions. Wasn't expecting that. Something to look forward to. Okay. Hi, Skeleton Crew. I forget when Skeleton Crew's here, they just Stacy absorbs the night. Stacy, if I have time, I'm going to answer this question. Otherwise, I'll bump it to the next one. Okay. Let's look at this video from America. What happened? So her dog's following it, obviously. So Harlow, what is orbs versus dust? Or is it just orbs that we're seeing?
You know, it's such a tough one too. Everybody has their own definitive way of how they tell what isn't. In this case, it's hard to say it's an orb because you've got a ceiling fan on high right there. So if there's any dust, it's going to fly around.
Okay.
So unless you feel something from it, I would say it's dust. Just because you have to say that because you see the motion there and there's dust in any room, whether you keep it real or not. So that's a tough one. But I totally believe the dog. I've seen this video and this dog focuses on one particular area. Even when she pulls it back to her and away from it, its eyes go right back to that same area. You can tell and feel it's anxious. So I'm more focused on the dog than the particles.
Gotcha. This is my first time seeing it. I mean, I'm not sure if he or she, but they're following something. Okay, now she's looking at mom.
April saying, did you see the flash of light by the bedside table toward the bed head?
No, but we'll go back and look.
Yeah, let's watch it again.
I wonder how far into it, though, was the flashlight. Oh, that.
Hmm.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Come, it's on the right side of the screen.
No, I didn't. There's so much going on here right now. It's kind of
Okay, there it is. Okay, watch to the right of the screen.
all right.
Did you see it? Did you see it? There it is. See that? Sorry.
That's I don't know about a flash of light. That could also be dust. It's hard to tell.
Okay,
I'm not
hold
trying to
on.
be a killjoy here, just trying to.
There, right there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a good possibility because
Some,
there's obviously something happening in the room.
yeah, and sometimes the dog is following close to where the dust is, or the orb or dust is
Yeah.
coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at pictures of the house while I keep this playing for you guys.
Okay.
Let me know if there's something big comes up, and I'll look and I'll replay it. Yeah, I'm looking at pictures that she sent me, and her this dog, she has a couple dogs, but this one in particular is connected to it. Excuse me, and it connects to the dog, where it is
That one was interesting. I don't know if that was the phone or if that was an orb.
Did you hear that?
What?
That sound? Did I mute this? That's weird. Okay, so her phone's on, obviously. So the
Yeah.
light from her phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it must be coming from her phone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play this again for you guys while I'm see if you guys feel anything else, see anything else while I'm so your doggy, this doggy, oh my God. First off, how cute is that doggy? There's so many cute ones in this house. I know nobody cares. I'm just looking to see Mila or Mila.
Yeah, I saw that too, April. There's something like flashing underneath the pillow, or so maybe some kind of light underneath. I don't know.
Okay, so Mila. Okay. So Mila's having a really hard time. And part of it is that she's always felt stuff, saw stuff, very connected. I know most animals are, I mean, all animals are connected to the spirit world, but some, just like with humans, some experience it more than others. Some feel it, some see it, hear it more than others. Okay. Mila is one of those dogs that has always been bothered by beings from the other side. That's always been a problem for her. She's always struggled with it. I feel like she's getting older and the veil for her is getting thinner. If there's any sort, honestly, at this point for her, with what she's experiencing, any sort of antidepressant or CBD or something, even if it's, through your vet, like I said, an antidepressant or something like that would be really helpful for her, because you're not going to be able to stop this. The
Yeah.
activity in the home. Sorry, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
She said she was on Xanax now.
Now she's on Xanax?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was so bad. The anxiety was so bad. She had to get that done for her.
Okay. So that's a good. Is the Xanax working? And then I'll get to what's in your house. Your house has multiple things happening in it. There's multiple beings. Um, and there's also like an energetic current that runs through it. I'd have to do a deeper read, but it feels like there's an energetic current that runs like almost through the neighborhood. And what is an energetic current? I don't know. I'm going to find out. It's like well, let me mute this. It's like it's showing me something similar to like a bolt of lightning, but it's this consistent current of energy. And it's not that there's beings attached to this current, but it ignites. It's almost like it shines a light on, if there's it shines a light like on any, if there happens to be energy or beings in a space. So you have like these two things happening, like this energetic current, which again I'd have to see the property, we'd have to do a full read. And then it's like when it moves through the homes, it'll shine a light on if there's beings that already exist in these homes. And it feels like there's a lot of activity on this land. I'm not sure why or where you are exactly, where you live, but there's a lot of activity on this land. So there's a lot of beings that run through a lot of these homes. And this current that's also a part of it is shining a light on these beings. And so your Mila is hypersensitive, always has been. She's seeing, feeling these beings. There's two beings in particular that she's following. And what's making it hard for her is, for some reason, cognitively, she isn't able to communicate with these beings. They're just making her anxious. Whereas your other dogs, it's not that they're necessarily talking to them, but they're able to, understand them, if you will. Okay. And Mila is not. It's like doing this, like it's just too much noise. It's too much noise. It's too much noise. And she's not being, and I noticed that, even, I don't know if you have found this even for you and her, but even if you're giving her direction or trying to communicate with her, that's kind of changing for her, where she's having trouble following it and she's feeling really, really, really overwhelmed. So it's two beings. It feels like they may be together, maybe like a couple, but they're not coming in real strong, real clear to me. They're like, because again, I think there's a connection more so to the land than to your home. So there's a moving through the space that's happening. You've got a lot going on there, so we'll have to, like I said, we'd have to do a much deeper dive to see if there's anything we can do, if there's a removal process that needs to happen, that can happen, and or if you're just on land that is very active and nothing's going to really change that, and it's more a matter of us getting, being able to manage what the energy that exists, managing it in your space, protecting the space, shutting, creating boundaries in the space. Sorry, that was just, there's a lot going on in there. All right.
Yeah, that was busy just in the room itself, and it felt like there was more.
The orb light on my headboard isn't my phone. Okay, I'm
Xanax
glad the
worked.
Xanax is
Yeah.
working. Okay, good. Oh, that's a good idea. Sure, why not? Canine dementia. Yeah, I think she's moving towards that. What is the orb light on my headboard isn't my phone. What is flashing intermittently under your spare pillow? That's a good. Luna Bella Donna is whose video it is. That's a good question. Let's find out that. A lot going on there.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Okay, so we'll come back because there's some more. As you guys ask questions, we'll see if we can get some answers. We'll come back. We'll jump up to the next one.
Okay. That would be Christine.
Got it.
Okay, Christine says, I woke up last night and saw my front door camera pick up some motion. It ended up looking like an orb. So I scrolled through the last month and found the same or similar orb maybe 12-ish times in the last month. We are currently in a rental. We've only been here a year. The only other weird thing that happened was when we first moved in. Our dog, who follows my husband everywhere, didn't like to go into the basement. It's a finished basement and we are down there a lot. But that was maybe the only first week or so. Now he goes down there just fine. Also at Christmas, our Christmas tree would turn on and off by itself, and the light would change color. It was a new tree and can be controlled by a remote. It was placed near the front door where I keep seeing this orb. So could this be an electrical glitch in the tree, or maybe it's related?
Okay, and then Harlow, give your thoughts, what you're feeling about this.
This particular kind of thing is something I've seen a lot. If you look at the one particularly, it looks like to me a bug or spider crawling, not right on the lens because you don't see a bright white reflected from the IR light, but somewhere in front of that, and you can almost see the legs crawling. So I would have to say, go around, look around the camera, the whole area under the eaves there, and see if you see any spider webs, because that's exactly what that looks like to me.
Okay. So I'm looking at pictures of her house and of the basement. The house feels like it's pretty new. So, and I'm not feeling anything in the house that has ever been nefarious or anything like that. But I am feeling something coming from the neighbors. So it feels like what you've been experiencing is coming from the neighbors. And what do I mean by that? I feel like the neighbor's house has some sort of paranormal activity happening in it, and it's affecting your home, but almost like secondhand. And it's the house. Let's see if I'm looking at you sent me a picture of the front of your house. You can see a little bit of the house next to it, like just a tiny bit of the house next to it. And it feels like it's coming from there. And and I'm feeling like you're having like residual reaction to what's happening over there. So I'm not feeling an energy in your home, like a specific person or entity or something like that. I'm not feeling that in your home, but I'm feeling the home being, it's sort of like if, they're giving me an example of, let's say if a big flash of light goes off in the neighbor's house, you'll see that flash of light in your house. Like you'll see it for a minute, but it'll be coming from there. And that's what's happening is you're getting the residual, you're getting repercussions from, it feels like a boy, but he's like 13 to 18, maybe something 13 to 21. So maybe there's multiple boys over there, or a boy and a dad or something in that other house, and there's activity there. And that's, you're picking up your home is a residual of that. So here's what I would do. Obviously sage your home, but you want to put something around the perimeter of your home and do, like I'm doing it now, but ultimately you're going to want to do it like, visualize just light beams doing this around your home, and those light beams actively circling around the home. So anything that comes from the neighbors just sort of bounces off like that. Okay, so you'll have that visual, and then just get a handful of quartz crystals and put them the back, the front, the left, the right of the home on the outside, and then put the same, buy more clear quartz crystals and put them on the inside of the home, front door, back door, left and right. And if you have, looks like you have an upstairs, so also put them on the upstairs. And then that should soften where all this is coming from.
It's like a little energy shield to push the ripples back.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Is that everyone?
We have Christina left.
Christina. Got it.
All right. Christina says, have no idea if you'll have a chance to address any personal.
Wait, you're breaking up. Hold on. Can you start over? Now I can. I lost you.
Okay. Anyway, she says, there was a spirit of a priest in my home in the basement. And in the past, a different medium said that he did not want to move on and had an attachment to my mother. I'm wondering if he's still present in the home and why. I think he presents as a priest, but might not actually be a priest. Several mediums mentioned that he was hesitant to move on due to fear of judgment in the afterlife. I wonder why he's attached to my mom. I don't think he was attached to her prior to us living in this home. We've been here for over 30 years.
Christina, if you're watching, can you get me a picture of your mom? Just email it to me now if you're watching now. We can go through some of the comments while we wait. If she's early stage of canine dementia, there are medications to help slow the progression. Oh, that's good to know. That must be sort of new.
Yeah. And Christina says, yes, 1 sec.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. What is it for here? Hey, everyone. What is it about the Amazon rainforest you want to know? Give some questions.
Yeah, I've never heard anything about it being haunted. It has so many other issues, namely people.
Leave it to humans. Okay, so Christina's going to send a picture of her. Is Christina the last one then?
Yes.
All right. So we want to see if this being is connected to mom.
Mm-hmm. And if it's really a priest.
I don't feel anything just by looking at the pictures, but that's why Christina sent this in late, which is totally fine. But tribes that are isolated, unexplored areas, the history of the Incas and the rainforest. Interesting. Oh, there she is. So I didn't have time to ask Christina for a picture of mom. Oh, okay. Oh, this is funny. Mom has an old boyfriend attached to her. Did you have but when I say old boyfriend, I think I mean past life boyfriend, not I don't think it's this life. Oh my god. Does she have someone this life? It feels like a past life. But is there someone specific in this life that you guys but yeah, there is someone attached. Okay. She has an ex-husband who was married to her too, but they didn't have children. Did the ex-husband pass? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, she does have a man attached to her. Why is that funny? Because she's I don't know why it's funny. Because I'm looking at a picture of her and she's just like an innocent chill woman who's not out looking to have a man be attached to her. I'm trying to keep up. Is he Italian American? I mean, he could be. I mean, that's very specific. I don't really know.
Is he a priest?
I'm trying to figure out if it's this priest or not, because I feel like this guy, this man, he wasn't purposely misleading. He wasn't purposely like trying to portray himself as someone who wasn't. I think they were misinterpreting. Was he a teacher or a professor or something like that, or a therapist? Because he feels like a good guy. And he's passed though. So I don't think it's the ex-husband, because this person's passed, and this isn't an attachment. I don't think it's an attachment in the sense of, oh my God, I have an attachment. This is just someone that is hanging with her. She went to Catholic school and university. Okay. I think this is someone from another lifetime. And this feels like someone that she was in a really good relationship with, that really brought her joy, that just never left her side. This doesn't feel negative or bad. Did you, when you were reading Christina, did it, was she having, what was the issues? Was there paranormal activity in the house?
Not really, huh?
What did, yeah, maybe read through it to read it to us again.
Just the spirit of the priest in the basement.
Oh, just that they were told they had a priest in the basement. And
yeah, she doesn't actually say a lot of activity that they caught about it. Huh.
Yeah. Oh, so it didn't. Okay, interesting. I mean, it could be that he was a priest back then. Our basement is always giving people the heebie-jeebies. I always feel like someone is chasing me up the stairs. Friends hated sleeping over in the basement. Okay, well, that's not him. So he's not doing that because he's more connected to mom. Let me go back to these pictures.
Yeah, is there a picture of the basement?
Yeah. I think, yeah. You sent me pictures of the basement, right? Yeah, hold on.
It's always the basement.
I know. Why? Why is it though? Do you know why?
Viola just said the same thing. It's always the basement or the attic. Is it because it's the farthest away from the rest of the house and the main activity, and that's where they go to like get away?
They just need some quiet from the humans.
But then
could you imagine
their dryer in there, and they come in there anyway. So
no, the spirits are going to these places because they don't want to be around the people.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yep. They're always at the farthest ends of the home, trying to get away from people.
Trying to get away.
Never in the kitchen.
It's rare, right?
Kitchen, yeah.
Okay, your basement is creepy. I'm with everybody. And it has nothing to do with your decor. The basement's creepy. Okay, hold on. There's someone else down there that isn't connected to mom. This is not all mom's fault. Is mom single? I'm just kidding. Spirit's asking if she's single. Okay. There's this other, okay, now I see this robed being that's down there. Now I see. This is separate and above from your mom. Hold on, I'll see if I can pull them out. All right, well, I think I just got rid of them. Okay, so here's what you need to do down there. You need to make some changes. You need a mirror behind I'm looking at your treadmills. You need a mirror back there. And I know people freak out over mirrors. I'm just telling you what I'm being told. And you need bright colors. You need you need to paint it. And I don't know if maybe you just painted it because those walls look pretty new. So don't kill me. But you need to paint it. And if you paint it, it needs to just be like a bright, not either white or another bright type color, not dull, because for some reason this basement is attracting beings that move through. It's not necessarily this house, because I feel like the basement has a lot of potential. But it needs, like, here's the thing, perfect world, you would really like start fresh and like change out the unless you already did this, change out the carpet, refresh the paint, all new furniture. And it has, again, that's nothing to do with the decor. It's starting over. And then getting that mirror up where I said, and those doors, those cool barn doors you have, I don't know if that's what they're called. I think that's what they're called because they both open like you guys should keep those open more often than not. Energy gets trapped in there. Like spirits will get trapped in there that are passing through. So there must be something going on your land that's causing them to pass through and kind of come through your space. Are beings from local churches. Oh, that's why. Yes. Yes. I was like, what is all this traffic? Yes, I got rid of that priest. I think calling him a priest isn't that accurate, but that the guy with the robes. But yeah, I think you can definitely open those doors, get some light in there. Keep, like, you have to, what I'm being told is like you have to keep light in there. I mean outside, sunlight. Doors open, windows open, if you can, like, in whatever that sort of means. Bright everything, brighter everything. Let me see what else. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of messages. There was a major remodel of the basement about 12 years ago. Energy does seem better than prior to this. I can make some of these changes quickly. Okay. I think that basement though has a lot of potential. Like, I really don't feel like that needs to be what it is right now. And yeah, and what's going on down there has nothing to do with you guys. Amethyst, crystal. You don't need to spend a lot of money. But like big, bright, like even like big lights, like I'm seeing, like whether it's lamps but the lamps are pretty white or color, Les, obviously I don't do decor, but like, as they say, like pops of color, but and an amethyst in the corner. So as soon as you walk in to the left, purple is amethyst, but it's an amethyst crystal. Get one as big as you can for the left. And then opposite, so if the amethyst is here, whatever's directly opposite, get a quartz clear crystal as big as you want and can. 2 of those standing there. And then in the opposite 2 corners, you get rose quartz, both rose quartz, big. Put flowers down there. Like if you can keep, even if they're fake, that's fine. If you can get something to grow down there, like plants that stay alive, that don't maybe need a lot of sunlight. Yeah, I feel like you're already feeling what I'm feeling and you get it. So good. You have a decent amount. Perfect. And then you can always email me and just say, okay, I did this, and this. Show me some pictures and I'll tell you if you need anything else.
That's good.
Okay, so you're talking to the right crystal hoarder. I can definitely do this. Okay, good. But before you put your crystals in there, wash them with cold sea salt water. That's specifically to you. So if anyone's watching and they're like, I want to do that, this is specifically for Christina, for those crystals that you put down there. Okay. All right. So Harlow, remind everyone what we're doing. For those of you that don't know, we're following this show with a live YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays. The barcode there is our YouTube, is our Patreon page. 7-day free trial available to you. But we're about to go live over there doing a reading on, drum roll please.
Yes, we're doing Waverly Hills and Chillingham Castle. There was a poll we ran and asked people which places they'd like us to read first. So we're going to get to these 2. And then next week, we'll probably do Stanley Hotel and the Ancient Ram Inn. Of all the ones I've read so far, that one is way more terrifying.
Oh.
Save that for next week.
Creepy crap. Okay, so scan the QR code and then come watch us. A lot of really good questions tonight.
Yeah,
for anyone that I read tonight, I just remember I don't always I really, for the most part, I don't remember your reading. So if you email me with questions or anything, you got to remind me what I said and what your issue is. But hopefully that was helpful. We'll be back in 2 weeks for another Q&A. Otherwise, we are on Patreon live Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll see you guys over there.
Send your questions.
Send your questions. Okay, bye guys.